Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today Liz is joining me and we are going to do the makeup book tag. So this video is actually sponsored by TIJN, and TIJN, they make a lot of eyewear, they make clothing, and so they graciously sent me 2 pairs of prescription glasses, and they also sent Liz some lovely shoes. So we are going to show off those items to you guys. I will also have a discount code in the description down below, so definitely go check out their website and yeah, see what we got. So first off, they sent me some sunglasses, so let's check these out. So this is the pair of sunglasses that they sent me. They are pretty awesome and very flashy. They're kind of like an aviator style, but yeah. Now I have 3 different pairs of sunglasses, so that's awesome. I can definitely switch it up every once in a while. And yeah, so I'll definitely be using these. Well, winter's coming and it's good for the snow. So like I'm gonna use these when I do any outdoor activities. Not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Maybe I'll try some snowshoeing. That could be fun. Anyways, let me show you guys the regular glasses. So this is the one pair. I actually really like these. They're kind of like a bluish tinge. It's kind of hard to see on the camera though. They look more gray to you guys, but they have like a light blue tinge. They're very wide for my face, but it's kind of nice because I'm used to like very narrow framed ones like these. Like these are my regular ones and they're kind of narrow framed. So these ones kind of open it up a bit and I have a lot more perspective per se. They also come in like a lot of great casing. So this one came in like a black case. The other one comes in like a brownish case. But yeah, I like the packaging that they come in. They're very well like packed in there so that they don't get damaged on the way to you. And so this is my one pair. I'll show you my one last pair. Or actually, let's do a little fun transition. Okay, so this is my other pair. It's kind of more like a bottle glass shaped the lens. This one you can actually see the blue. This is like less of a plastic frame and more of a metal frame with like a light blue touch to it so you can see it. Yeah, so I really like these. These ones came in this like beige case, so they're all kind of like different. But I love these glasses. They're fantastic. And it was really easy to get them. You can go check out TIJN and they have a huge selection of options. It was really hard for me to choose because like I got bluish colored ones because last time I got red. So I wanted to switch it up and have like a variety of different glasses to wear. And yeah, I also am trying out different styles and I really actually like these ones. Like I'm definitely gonna wear these the rest of the day. But yeah, so if you guys want to check them out, I have a coupon code in the description down below. It's Breakeven10, which will get you 10% off your purchase. And I will link to the store down below. So you can definitely go check them out. And yeah, let me know if you end up picking up a pair of glasses. Anyways, let's move over to Liz now and she will show you her new shoes she got. These are the mustard colored shoes that Liz chose.
Love the color.
Do a little pose for us. Show off the shoes. Ooh. Work it, work it. Very fancy. Thank you, TIJN. Okay, doing a little dance. All right, walk towards us. Stop. Walk back. Nice. So for today's video, we're going to be doing the makeup book tag. This is basically matching books to different things in makeup. I don't even know. Liz knows the makeup terms. I literally know nothing about this. But she is going to be putting on the makeup for me while I am talking about the books to you guys. We're not going to do it in front of the bookshelf because makeup can be a little messy. And Liz is also not going to be watching. She is going to be sitting behind me and her arms are going to be in the place of like my arms. So she's going to be doing it without knowing what she's doing. It's going to get really ridiculous, guys. Be prepared. And yeah, I'll try and continue to talk about books while not laughing, but we'll see how that goes. Anyways, we're going to jump over to another area to do this.
Hopefully I don't stab you in the eye. That's my thing.
Yeah, well, hopefully she doesn't stab me in the eye because then you won't be seeing many booktube videos from me if I can't read. So, you know who to go after if that happens. So, we've realized that we can't do it this way because Liz's arms are too short. So, she's going to put her arms over like this and that's going to work. So, that's how we're going to do it. So for the first one, we don't actually have this, but the first one is Primer, and that's a book that left a lasting impression. So for that one, I chose They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera because this book definitely left a lasting impression. I just see Liz like creeping over my shoulder. But this one was one of the books that like really got me close to like probably full out crying. I did tear up a little bit in this book, and yeah, it was definitely a ride. But yeah, it definitely had a lasting impression. All right, so the next one is Foundation, and so we are starting now with the makeup.
I don't know which side is the front or back.
Yes, this is Foundation, my foundation of choice. All right, so for Foundation, that is to choose your favorite first book in a series. And so for this one, that's funny. I just really like putting foundation in my hair, getting it all up in my face. So for this one, I chose The Maze Runner, and I thought this was a fantastic first book in a series. I almost chose The Hunger Games, but out of like this whole trilogy, this was my favorite book. The Hunger Games, I really liked The Hunger Games, but I also really liked Catching Fire. And in this series, this is the only really one that stood out to me. The sequel and final book were still good books, but I just really enjoyed this one much more. I think that it like really introduced a fun concept with the whole maze and only having male characters in there. And so I thought it was a really interesting book and a lot of fun. And so, yeah. So that's why I chose this book. I'm really focusing on getting this foundation everywhere on my face so that I make sure I don't miss any spots. How much foundation do you put on? Anyway, whatever, let's go.
It's supposed to cover the whole face. It's foundation. It's your foundation.
Well, I think this is going to look glorious. Next up is Concealer. And so this is to choose a book where you wish you could have gotten rid of one of the characters. And so for this one, I chose Geekerella because this is a retelling of Cinderella. And I was really not a big fan of the stepmom. I think she was very awful. And I just did not like her character. I mean, I don't like the stepmom in the regular Cinderella either, but this one just really irked me in this book, and I really did not like how the Cinderella character was treated. Yeah, so I'm just really making sure that I get the concealer all over the place so that I don't miss any spots. Really gotta conceal all those blemishes. So yeah, I chose this book. For any of you that don't know, the concept is more like a fanfic retelling of Cinderella, and I did really enjoy it because I personally love going to Comic-Cons. Haven't been to one for a while, but they're a lot of fun. Next up is Powder, and this is to choose your favorite last book in a series. So for this one, I think it's going to be a little controversial, I guess, because I know that a lot of people don't like this last book in the series, but I'm choosing Allegiant from the Divergent series. I actually was very happy with the way this ended, and I thought that it was something that hadn't been done before, so it was a big surprise to me and a big, like, had that shock factor. And I know a lot of people didn't really like the shock that happened in this, but I don't know, I was just a big fan of it. It had never been done in any other books I'd read before, and I was like, this is intense, and I was not expecting this. And I hate when you can just, like, tell what's going to happen. I like being surprised by things like that. So I thought this was really well done. So for those of you that don't know, this is the third book in the Divergent series by Veronica Roth. It was made into a movie, so I know a lot of you guys have seen this. It was very big in like the early 2010s. But yeah, it's a great time. And I actually really enjoyed the movie as well. I'm kind of bummed that they didn't finish the trilogy because I like enjoyed this last book, and so they only ever did part 1 and never finished it, and that was kind of a bummer. But yeah, it was a fun time. So now, just so I keep you in the loop, I'm making sure that I get all the powder everywhere so that I look like I applied my powder for my night out. Next up is Eyebrows, and this is a book that everyone should read. And so for this one, I'm choosing Red Rising. I'm choosing Red Rising because I believe everybody should read Red Rising. And if you're new to my channel, this is literally the book that like I will champion all the time, and it's my favorite book. So you will see a lot more of this if you are new. And if you're not new, then you've already seen a lot of this, so you shouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, so I really like to shade in my eyebrows so that they look really defined and well done. And so that's where I went with this one. For anybody that doesn't know, Red Rising is kind of like, I like to say it's like a mixture of the Hunger Games, but it's like set in space and it deals with like Roman gods. And it's a really, like, I don't know, there's a lot that happens in this series, and there's a lot of cool like space battles and stuff like that, and I'm a big fan of it, and it's definitely something that you guys should check out if you have the chance. Oh yeah, it looks like you did something. I was like, well, this is more noticeable. She really got the one eyebrow. Lovely. I know, I would have said stop if you were gonna like poke into it. Next up, we have eyeshadow, and so this is to pick a book with your favorite colors on the cover. So I chose Camp because this one is, because my favorite color is green, and so I also really like to put my eyeshadow on my lower cheeks. I just really like to define the whole look, you know? So I want to get the color everywhere. So I really chose Camp because I really like the color green. It's my favorite color, and most of this book cover is green. There's also like rainbow colors, which I like as well, so that's very nice. But yeah, mainly because of the green. I also think that the like gold of the badge kind of like accents the green, and I really enjoy that too. But green is my favorite color. And I also really like camp books. They're just a lot of fun. I would strongly recommend this one if you are... Here you go. I would strongly recommend this book if you are into camp settings or you want a LGBTQ plus story, because this is about a boy who likes another boy at his camp. They've been going to this camp for years, and this year he decides that he really wants to be more like masculine and redefine himself, because the boy that he has a crush on is only into masculine guys. And so it's kind of him just redefining his whole story and trying to get the attention of this other boy. And it's a really interesting book. I like to see his like self-discovery and what he goes through in this book. And I also really love his best friend. His best friend George is amazing. So yeah, that's why I chose this one. Long story for my favorite colors, but there you go. This is how Liz does her makeup normally.
Every day. Every day.
You should see her at the club, man. She picks up. Next up is eyeliner, and due to my safety, we're not going to do eyeliner because we don't want to poke my eyeballs out. So for this one, it's to choose a dark and mysterious book, and I chose I Let You Go by Claire McIntosh. I really love this book. This is like a pretty dark thriller / mystery, and this book literally like flipped itself on its head. You go into this book thinking one thing, and then by the end, you're thinking a whole nother thing. There's some pretty intense plot twists in this that I was not expecting, and that's why I love this book so much, because it just like, it was such a big like shock / surprise to me when I got to the end of this book. I was just blown away. I've seen other people talk about this book and say the exact same things, and I always like feel so close to that person. I feel like we have a kinship because it's like we had bonded over this plot device. It was just, it was such a good book. I strongly recommend this to anybody that likes thrillers or mystery. Next up is mascara, and we're gonna risk it this time and try and see if we can apply the mascara. For this one, it's to choose a long book, and that's literally how it's phrased, long book. So for this one, I chose Battle Royale, and this is a longer book, but I chose Battle Royale because it's like about 650 pages, so it's a lot, but I wanted to choose a book that was like a chunker for me. That being said, it is a long book, but I flew through this book. It was so good. I like devoured it. This is kind of like a Hunger Games style book where it's a class of Japanese school children, and every year they choose a random class, and this class gets taken to an island where they are put on the island, given weapons, and they need to fight to the death. And then there's only one survivor. So it is very, very intense, very action-packed, and yeah, you grow attached to people, and then they die. So yeah, there's a lot of different things that happen in this book. There's also a lot of names to remember. So that was like one thing that I found a little difficult because there's literally like 40 students and you have to name or you have to remember all their different names. But some of them stand out more than others and you kind of like pick up on it as you go and it goes a lot faster. So chunker of a book, but a great time. Oh yes. You're doing it. Yeah. What are these? Oh, is that the mascara?
I guess so.
Wow. Next up is Blush. And so this is to choose a book where you had cringe-worthy romance in it. And so for this one, I chose What If It's Us by Adam Silvera and Becky Albertalli because I found that a lot of the romantic scenes in this book were very cringy. I also found that the one main character was very whiny. I did enjoy the book overall. I gave it a 3.5, but like the whininess definitely brought it down for me and it could have been a higher rating. But yeah, this book, I don't know. I think that it could have gone without the cringy scenes and I think it's because it was like adults trying to be teenagers. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. I know that some authors do it really well and some authors don't. Although, that being said, I did really like Love, Simon, which is also by Becky Albertalli. So, yeah. So the next one is Eyeliner, and this is a book that brightened your day. And so for this one, I'm choosing The Black Flamingo. I found that this book was very enlightening and very refreshing. This book is about a boy who is kind of like going through life, discovering himself and who he wants to be. It has great LGBTQ plus rep in it, and it's just about this boy that like decides that he wants to try doing drag and his journey to before that happening. It was really beautiful. It's written in verse, so it's like very poetic. And yeah, this just really hit home. It was really nice. It was a really nice read. And it was really quick. Because it's written in verse, you can read this like within a day. I'm pretty sure I read it in like a day and a half because I took breaks, but it was a really good book. And the last one is Lipstick, and this is choose a book with your favorite kiss scene in it. And so for this one, I chose Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda because that Ferris wheel scene was friggin' adorable, and I just thought it was so cute. And it was the first one that popped into my head. Like when I think of kiss scenes, like I don't know, I don't really get too much into the kiss scenes in books, but this one was just so adorable, so I had to choose this one. So now I'm gonna put on some lipstick. Yeah, I really like to feel my lips before I put it on. Yeah. Gotta get in my mustache too. Lovely. and so this is my final look. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys think I should start a makeup channel as well, because I think that I did a pretty good job and it would look really good. And I just want to show you guys all my tips and tricks that I have. Also, thank you to Liz, who helped do this nice glow up.
Masterpiece.
And yeah, thanks for joining me in this lovely book tag. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my book choices or what you would have chose for some of them. And now for my independent bookstore shout out. Okay guys, so today's independent bookstore is for Owl's Nest Books, and they're in Calgary, Alberta. And so this is their website. I love that they have pictures of owls on here that just kind of rotate. That's adorable. Owls are such cute creatures. Anyways, they're also pretty like intense too. Have you ever seen an owl like attack a mouse at nighttime? That is scary stuff. Anyways, so let's check out their site. So it looks like they have book clubs. That's really cool. Birds of a feather read together. Oh, I love that. So they have different book clubs. They also have staff pick selections from like past years. That's really cool. Okay, let's see. So let's see what their staff picks are then. Okay, let's see what Michael likes. He seems to like regular fiction quite a bit. What's Suzanne like? All sorts of stuff. Okay. Christy. Ooh, Christy seems like my type of person. Yeah, we definitely read some of the same stuff. Ooh, Sarah. Sarah has some good picks on here too. Nice. Yeah, so we got all sorts of different picks from their staff members. Wow, they have a lot of staff members. Cool. And yeah, so if you ever want to like shop on their site, you can just go to the homepage and wait, go to browse, and it'll show all the books that they have as per usual with all the other sites. So you should definitely check this store out. If you're in Alberta, you can go check it out there too. But yeah, pretty cool. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a coffee page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as a link to buy my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.